And you'll have to all for a while. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you to cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all. With those holiday dreams and it's when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties, roasting marshmallows, roasting and caroling out the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoe waiting and hearts will be glowing when I leave. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Sharing your stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoe and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. Yes, the most wonderful time. Oh, the most wonderful time. So what do you do? Okay, so you
Listening once again.
Prettiest sight to see is the house on your own. Front door, a pair of houses, she body and breath.
And I'll be back in all the yeah. Beginning of
Okay, I wrote half of one person the first one. No, you're probably 14.
Okay, thank you. Are you back? That means you're not telling us awesome. Are you already done? You're already done.
Well, the reason I asked is my daughter Sarah. They should just go ahead and keep using the camera. So one of the first things I know about all these layoffs are gonna do. What? And they had a home division, so and it's everything that you sell. And so, I mean, things when he said their compliance department said I wanted to.
So you know what?
They're being told.
Lands that we get.
Customs people. They're not sure what they're actually, you know. They don't know how to. I mean, all those systems that probably take a little bit of. It should be fun.
She's not quite old enough to do those fun things.
Hi, everyone. Merry Christmas. Welcome to our Christmas party in April. So tonight is Tuesday, April 8th, and it is our Rotary Lights Check Night and Christmas Around the World meeting. If you notice, all of our food is themed for holidays. Taco dip for Mexico, shrimp for Australia, hummus for Greece. You know the drill. So we'll be learning about all of the different organizations that are getting a check tonight from Rotary Lights, and then also about different countries. So here we go. All of our meetings are recorded on Zoom, so if you want to check them out, it's on YouTube. And if you all could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. All right, we have quite a few visitors and guests, so we will probably introduce you when you come up to get your check. You can just say where you're from and your name. And also, is there any virtual guests? Laura and Emma, awesome. If you're gonna make any announcements, just come so you can be seen by the owls, so we can record you. Happy birthday is in order. Megan, you just had a birthday. And Sierra, it's a couple days ago. Celebrating anniversaries. Ooh, that's me, 12 years of Rotary. Brandon is 9 years, I think he's here. Emily is 7, Amy is 7, and Luke, is Luke here? Is 1 year. So congrats to all of us. All right, we haven't done this in a bit, so since there's a lot of people, we're gonna do a meet our members table question. And the question you're gonna talk about for a quick 5 minutes is, what was your memorable childhood toy or game that you loved? Going with the Christmas game, what did you get for Christmas that you really loved? So talk amongst yourself at your table, and then I'm gonna randomly call on you to tell me what you loved. Thanks.
She got.
Got a remote control building. They didn't have any like Bluetooth or anything. So they got you go that. That's right.
Forever, I know.
Idiots. My sister and I just went to make these stuff. Black and white.
You know, actually, he did that. Really? But I think it's kind of just right there, remember getting like every guy remembers
Yeah. I think long.
American Girl doll. So it's pristine in its box. Never really played with it. Just looked at her. No, I got that when I was in like fourth grade. Like,
You didn't open it though?
I did, but I never like played with it. I would just brush its hair, read my books, but like kept it all pristine. I have all my Barbies yet, and I let Brinley can play with them, but she can't do that with soccer. I'll say that one. Mine was the Barbie as a rocker, the black leather jacket and black mini skirt. I have all of her accessories in her here.
Or your dad.
I don't think he's that light. Okay, so. I was a cabbage patch called, God for cabbage patch, dog hunt. Cabbage patch. You were? Yeah. So much more they are. Cabbage patch doll, and then I early hired. I had one thing a lot that like, hit me in, like, there's water all over the place.
Okay, we're gonna kind of wrap it up and I'm going to call on a few people just to share. So how about someone from this table? Jolene. What was one of your table's memorable childhood toy games that you loved? Dolls? Okay.
Strawberry shortcakes and dolls.
How about Nevin? What was your favorite childhood toy or game? Riding your bike? Cool. How about Aaron and Miller?
Motorcycle that had the little zip thing that you zip out and then you can run it.
Cool.
And operation.
Operation game? Okay. How about over there? One of you over here?
I said like a Wii from when I was younger, not.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. How up in the back corner?
I said a light right.
Light right? Oh, those are so popular. And how about Megan's table? Oh, the butterflies? Oh, yeah. Elephant? Yeah. Cool. What about Birdie? What was your favorite toy?
Barbie convertible.
Barbie convertible? Was it pink or red? Pink? Cool. I told Brandon that I still have all my Barbie dolls in their original outfits and I don't let Brittany play with them or take them off.
What point of a toy?
They're vintage and they have all their stuff. She just plays with them and looks at them. They're special. Yeah, I have a Barbie in the Rockers. She's from the 80s. All right, well, moving on. So thank you for getting to know each other at the table. And now, our Rotary member of the month, this month is Jenny. We will put this in our newsletter and on Facebook, but she has been with us for a year and a half. She's our service chair. Her favorite thing was building the greenhouse in the North Side Elementary. And the things she didn't know about you, she has a poop emoji hat. And she also attended a surprise birthday party with Chris Farley's sister. Which those are really good things. Do you have anything else to share? You're good? So thanks, Jenny, for all you do. You're a member of the month. Announcements. Bill, do you want to do yours quick? I'll go quick through the shirts. So today's the last day if you want to order shirts. There's the 3 color options or sweatshirt. So make sure you do your Google Doc and pay Alicia before you leave. We're ordering them this week. And if you need a clear out thing, you have a couple things on there. All right, I'll give it to you.
Hey there. Sorry. So. Just want to say it's been so awesome having Nevin here and getting to know him. And now that Nevin is getting ready to head back home, I found out just a little while ago, we have been assigned our student for next year already. So without giving away any other information, I can let you know excitingly that she will turn 17 in September and she is from Italy. So we will welcome her. It's either Georgia or Georgia. So we look forward to seeing her. So I thought that would get some people excited and Nevin is here, so please get to know him as he is here, as he's already getting ready to go home soon. So thank you. Oh, yes. And now we are on the clock to find our first host family or second and third. So please keep an eye out.
Thanks. All right, some quick committee updates. Service committee, Jenny. We'll go to Marissa. You want to do yours first? Put your food down.
I'm going back to
Yeah, go back for seconds and thirds. Don't feel shy. This is a Christmas party. You're supposed to eat a lot. There you go.
Okay, raise your hand if you attended iFeed. All right. iFeed was this last Saturday, and we, for the first time, had 2 RAH packing teams. And I just want to thank all of you, the board, everybody that got 2 teams there. It was incredible. We packed 80,784 meals that will soon be on a boat to go to the poorest area of Honduras to feed children so that they can stay in school and get an education. So on top of that, we raised $7,000 and 2,700 food items for Hunger Task Force. So thank you so much. It was a successful year. I'm officially retiring from my iFeed duties. So if anybody has any interest in taking over, I would love to pass the name along. And primarily I did the reaching out to businesses for scholarships and trying to get all the teams there to fill the tables. So if you have any interest, it's a really, really rewarding experience seeing those kids come together on that Saturday. And I'm happy to provide more information.
Thanks. Now Johnny. So yeah, this Saturday we have the volunteer or service event at the exchange for a donation drop off day from 9 to noon. Might be some stocking and organizing as well, depending on how much is dropped off or if they need other help with other areas. We do have, I think, 7 or 8 people signed up, so that's a really good number, but if you still want to sign up, it's still out there. Is there anything else to say about it?
I have like a little info sheet that Ben sent me about it, and I can pass that on. I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I can't share that, but I'll share it with staff or something, and she can send it out, or Jenny can send it out to everybody who has signed up to volunteer. But Ben was actually on like one of the local radio shows promoting the event this Saturday, so we should have a really good turnout. Hopefully, there should be a lot of people that come and donate. So thank you for everybody who has signed up to help out with that.
And our third quarter. That always throws me. January through March, service event award goes to Olivia. Attended every event, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Hey, what's honey? You take a photo. 1, 2. Got it.
So, honey? Oh, yeah, right. You're good. All right. We're gonna skip through some. We have elections, and even in the election realm, you're gonna be getting emails and talking from Neil, so just keep up with that. Foundation, Marissa, you wanna do a quick plug for this, or do it later? We'll skip it. All right, we're gonna start with what we're here for, which is the Magic of Lacrosse with Rotary Lights. So I'm gonna have you come up, and then if you need to go sooner, I'll figure out who you are and your name, and then you can come up, but otherwise we have it mixed in between the presentation. Wanna talk about? Okay.
My name is Scott, I'm from Rotary Lights. If you're here to see Pat and hear what he has to say, you may be disappointed. He is not here. I am here in his absence. He wishes you well. He had to go off to Florida for a little bit. He'll be back in town tomorrow. But brief introduction, I'm Scott. I'm Pat's assistant at Rotary Lights. The board hired me as an independent contractor to write a manual and be ready to take things over as he wants to hand them over to me. So speaking in front of you is one of the first things, surprise. So at 30th year, if you hadn't heard, in front of you, there's a 30th anniversary booklet. Feel free to take it with you. It's we had a student from Viterbo, Noah. He interviewed probably 30 to 40 people to put this together so we would have something to hand out. If you read through it and you have additions or changes, we're not going to change this, but for the future, it'd be good to have all those additions and we make the changes then. We had 33 nights this year. We collected 321,000 food items. And out of park, we coordinate with United Way. We do an out of park food collection because we can't fit any more people in the park. And we collected 25 pallets. Somewhere between my knees and my hips was how how high each of the pads was for our out of park food pantries. We've jumped to 16 food pantries that we fill each year, plus the Hunger Task Force. We endured cold, wind, rain, and snow. We had 2 rainouts during setup. Some of our nonprofits here tonight may have been part of that. People show up, we canceled because it was too muddy. If you didn't notice in the park this year, there was a new sprinkler system going on. There was a lot of extra mud. So we canceled, first time we've had to cancel 2 days during setup, but it didn't really slow us down. Our 30-year total of food is right around 5,874,37,237 food items. So that means we passed 6 million this year. Hopefully. There's 18 other food communities that have started a lighting display like we have. Pat opens the book, shares with them, as long as their mission is to feed the hungry. So if there's 18 other ones that have started, imagine the impact we've had towards feeding the hungry throughout our state, and Mankato is one of them, so in Minnesota. So it's it's an incredible thing that Pat and a group of folks have started 30 years ago. Volunteers, we had about 3,100 volunteers, 107 nonprofits. And we're able to return what part of tonight and the other Rotary clubs we've gone to, it'll be approximately $32,000 that we're able to return back to other nonprofits for their assistance. And that's how our circle keeps going, and we keep growing. We had to turn a few groups away because we just don't have something for all of them to do. One of the new problems that we had this year, it's a good problem, is our sponsors that give us money also wanted their employees wanted to give time. So all but one group that packaged s'mores was a sponsor, and most of our, as we may have run into, most of our nights in at the s'more pit were sponsors instead of Rotary clubs. We may have double scheduled a few times. We apologize for that. And for 2025, for this fall, this Christmas time, we have 34 nights. We have 31 nights already filled by sponsors. We didn't used to be that it started in August to find sponsors, and we only have 3 left. So the Rotary clubs may not have as much to do, but we're going to open up New Year's Eve. Put this in your calendars if you don't have, well, whether you have a busy social life and you just need a break. We have citizen advocacy typically holds the last night, and so if you want to volunteer, we're going to open that up to Rotary clubs and see if we can add to that night, have a couple people from each Rotary club. Or even throughout the season, we're not sure yet, but it's really neat. Since it is Rotary nights, people really like to see the Rotarians down there, and all your efforts and all your support and your financial support of our mission. We thank you for that. Speaking of s'mores, that's how I got involved in Rotary Nights 5 years ago. It was COVID, you might remember that. We had to individually package all the s'mores. I'm a chicken, I not gonna go up in a lift to throw lights in the trees, so I started packaging s'mores. This past year, we packaged 12,000, bringing our 5-year total to over 50,000 s'mores that we've given out at Rotary Nights. And that's funded by, IV gave us 10,000 marshmallows, Hershey's donates enough chocolate for about 3,000 s'mores, and Sam's Club gave us a donation, $100 off on a purchase of more graham crackers. And one of our, Joe Welch from Patagonia Rotary, he just asked Pat each year, what's it cost? And he writes a check. It's just one of those things that amazes me. I've only been around 5 years in this, with Rotary Lights, and just the giving that we have in our community is the only way we can do it. How many have bought bears in the past 3 years? All right. If you haven't, we still have all 3. We can get you the collection. We're having a special just for tonight or tomorrow or the next day, $20 each or all 3 for $60. It's just, it's the kind of guy I am. I can help you out. This next year, we will not have a bear, but we will have a stuffed animal. Salvation Army will be the recipient of the funds, but I can't tell you what the animal is because bear with the mystery stay alive for you not knowing. We'll tell you soon. And with the 3-year total, with first year wafer, we got about 35,000. 2 years ago, Boys and Girls Club Nutrition Program got about 26,000, and it'll be somewhere in the low 20,000s that Hunger Task Force will get. That's over $70,000, $75,000 that we've been able to additionally raise because of another way that we can keep our food pantries full. So on to the real reason we're here. Once again, thank you. Pat does say he wishes he was here. He hopes you're doing well. And if you ever have a question about what's going on at Rotary Heights, you know where the building is. If you call the Rotary Heights phone number, there's a way you can get a hold of Pat. There's a way you can get a hold of me. I just don't know what number on the phone number tree that is. 1, 2, 3, or 4, and I'm sure it's not 1. So those of you that need to go, raise your hand and I'll have you come up. If
I know someone.
you know,
Yep, Westby.
Westby, come on up. And as our groups come up, I'm gonna have them introduce themselves, tell you what they do, tell you what they did in the park and what they're gonna do with the money.
Thank you. I'm always first because I always have to run off to a board meeting for our festival that's today. Our festival's next month. That's why I'm always in a hurry and always busy right now. Our festival next month, for what's been set in mind is May 16, 17, 18 is the first festival in the King region to kick off the summer. So we get a lot of other festivals that can do up there. For the check that we get, for the Westby City, my royalty that works there, we use this check for fundraising in our fundraising account, which offset the costs for the royalty and their families for paying for gas, clothing, and all this and that. West Cinema pays for a lot of their clothing that we use, except for their bunads. We don't wear the traditional bunads because they are thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, but they do wear bunads, the men and the women. We had a boy in court last year. He wears the men's bunad too, so. But yeah, we use this for the offset of that. This is my last year of doing this. Hopefully there'll be someone else starting over. I will be stepping down this year after getting this royalty through the summer. And I will be also stepping off the board of directors. So I'm gonna be totally done with my this year. I've been on the board for 20 years. So it's time for me to step down, and hand my reins off to someone else. So thank you very much. I hate to run, but I have to run back to Westfield. Thank you.
UWL, pre-vet talk. And come a little closer over here so this thing can watch, right?
Hello, my name is Anna. I am the Director of Community Service with Pre-Med Club. And what we do is we help build a community for all of the pre-med students at UWL. Trying to become a physician is a very daunting task and it is super overwhelming. So we try to create a space to help foster a community of support for all of our pre-meds. And so we bring in doctors to come talk, we do community service and try and help just kind of create a space where people feel more supported and not so alone because it's a super daunting task.
What do you do with the person?
Oh, and we volunteered at the park. We helped set up and get things going at the beginning.
UWL Dementia Awareness and Healthcare.
Hello there, my name is Grace Ellingson. I'm the president of Dementia Awareness and Healthcare. We are a very new club. We founded this club last year and our president, Anna Horn, who graduated and then I replaced her, was the one who signed us up for Rotary Lights. This was our first time doing it. But our club basically aims to bring education to future healthcare workers about dementia, different types of dementia. We bring in providers and other educators like professors to talk about our cause. And with the money, we will be donating tie blankets that we make with our club to local memory care facilities. Thank you.
UWL Spring Eagles Drumline. I've heard there's a drum line and then there's a marching band.
Hi, I'm Abby. I am part of the Swimming Eagles drum line. I am the bass captain for the team. We're part of the marching band. We spend a lot of time doing cadences and bringing stuff. And we helped with setup at the park when it was rained out down at the lighthouse, making all the light pillars underneath the tunnel. Thank you.
If you drove under the cross center, here we have those, all the columns had lights, each side of the column had 27 strings of lights. And several groups put those together. UWL Physics Club.
My name is Bennett. I'm with the UWL Physics Club, which, from what I understand, helped with the Rotary Light Show kind of before COVID, but the club kind of fizzled out after that. So this past year, I've been trying to revitalize the club. So we've held weekly meetings that kind of support the sense of community in the physics department on campus. And we also offer project opportunities. So one big thing that has been going on is a group of us are in a high power rocket competition through the Wisconsin Space Grant Consortium. So we're doing our competition launch later this April. And so the check will help to fund projects like that. And our assignment unfortunately got rained out this year, so we're able to help, but we have our new president picked out, and I already know that they're gonna be happy to come back and help next year. Thank you.
Is there anybody else that has to leave right away? As you've heard, a couple of the groups that got rained out. As long as we cancel the group, the group has filled their commitment. If they just say we're not coming, they haven't filled their commitment, but if they have made the effort and they stand in there. Which trivia, you've seen, our volunteer trailer. We had 34 people standing inside that little trailer waiting while it rained. UWL Investment Club.
My name is Isabel. I'm the Social Events and Operations Chair for UWL Investment Club. And we really seek to aim to give our members a safe place to talk about what's going on in the market, and really educate them from a perspective other than a professor. With this money, we really want to send our members to the New York Stock Exchange to give them some firsthand experience. And unfortunately, our assignment was rained out, but I will be happy to pass on the Rotary Lights assignment to next year's student.
Okay. How many of these? Well.
Go.
Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, so here's all, I have 15 groups here. I think one alphabetical order. But here's how we're making it fun tonight. So Christmas around the world. You already had some food. Now you're gonna learn about some countries and what they do. So Christmas is celebrated in many unique ways. So we're gonna explore about the traditions, food, and festivities. First off, how can you forget Germany? So with Germany, it is the key tradition is that Christmas trees were first used in the 16th century along with advent calendars and nutcrackers. And if you were having food, you would have pretzels, beer cheese pretzels, if you had those, gingerbread cookies, roasted nuts, and the wine that is warm. So that's the birthplace of Christmas trees. Now, if you really want to get festive, you could go to Mexico and you could have fireworks on Christmas Eve. You could be eating tasty tamales, and they have a 2-week event for Las Pasitos, which they act out the Mary and Joseph scene and they sing songs and break piñatas. So with Mexico, what did you have for food? Taco dip, there you go. Original. Oh, we're gonna have Nevin come up for this one. So there is a theme. I kind of picked all the countries that we've either had a foreign exchange student or have some ties to, so that's also part of this. So Nevin, we kind of talked. Hopefully this is right. Tell them where you're from and what you.
Hi, my name is Devin. I'm from Switzerland, and I've been here for 8 months so far, and yeah, I'm loving it. You know what? I'm just like gonna talk about.
You just do what you do.
You
can do what you do.
So, yeah, Christmas for me starts like 1st of December. I mean, my mom and my sisters, they start before that, like listening to like Christmas songs and all that. They start listening to that in November, which makes them go crazy sometimes, but that's fine. And then, yeah, as soon as the 1st of December comes, we start like listening to like Christmas songs, I guess, like decorating like houses and stuff. And then also Christmas break starts and me and my family usually go skiing. And then we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve with my whole family. We all get together, have like a nice dinner. What's here? Yeah, I mean, yeah, those are some like traditional like Swiss dishes, I guess. Like fondue is like a cheese dish, and then raclette too. We just had that with Danny and my current host family. It was really good. I've never heard of boiled ham.
Co-pilot.
And I don't know what scallop potatoes are, but, yeah, walnut cake is good too. And I'm not the biggest fan of gingerbread cookies, but my dad loves them.
I got part of it right.
What?
I got part of it right.
Yeah. Yep. And then fun fact, many Swiss decorate their tree on Christmas Eve and open presents after. And yeah, that's true. So like, we open our Christmas gifts on Christmas Eve and not the next morning. I don't know, yeah.
Perfect. Isn't that fair?
All right, now we're back to you, Rotary Lights.
Couple of the new things in the park I forgot to mention, you saw the archway under the tunnel. When the city decided we should redirect how people come in the park, we're making the brightest park, we're making it as bright as possible for that new direction. The archway, the columns, the USO was added to the military section of lights. And how many went through the maze. You see the illuminated maze, we got that from the campground last year. It's small this year, the guy that designs it wants to go big and wants to increase difficulty level for next year. I said, just not corn maze level, we don't want to lose people in December. So we'll see what we can do. Ice rink, we had 14 out of 30 days of the season people ice skating. So over 200 people skated while we had volunteers running the trailer in January and February. ASP, on the other thing, ASP Horse Rescue and Adoption Program. There must be one that's not here. JCI lacrosse.
I'm Amanda. I'm the current treasurer for JCI Lacrosse. We have been around for 90 years now, better known as the JCs. Our project every year is the giant drive-through tunnel, so we hang all the lights on there. And we use this money towards our scholarship program. We do 2 $1,000 scholarships every year.
UWL Delta Sigma Phi. I was like, oh, that was-
The ones you were done. That's when we were done. Oh, gotta skip you. Hang on, that's me.
I just announced it.
Oh.
Delta Sigma Phi, are you, oh, he's here, can he talk? Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
sure. What
Okay. I already announced it, so we gotta actually come and talk.
I'm Lucas Paulson, the current president of Delta Sigma Phi fraternity on campus, and I'm a sophomore at UWL. Pat Stevens was also part of the fraternity and because of our connection with him, we do nightly security every single night of Rotary Lights, which stretches from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and for about from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. We do hour rotations of taking a lap around the park every single hour. And from 2 to 6, we basically sleep in the trailer, and then at 6, we reopen the park. So that's our job at Rotary Lights every single night. And the main thing for this money will just be added to our budget to do programs that we put on, allow us to do other volunteering events and help pay for some stuff that we need to pay for. So thank you.
All right, back to learning and going into a country that has so many little islands, but they have the longest Christmas celebration. So Philippines starts their Christmas in September and goes until January, which I think is really long. Like, what do you celebrate so much for? But they do a lot of singing and decorating, and then you eat lechon, which is the roasted pork, which I had when I was in the Philippines and thought it was good. But yeah, they celebrate the longest Christmas. What did you eat from Australia? shrimp because they have the sunny celebration down under. So they swap their sleigh for a surfboard and it's usually beach picnics and barbecues, which I thought was pretty cool, so. All right, China, so the Chinese do not have a national holiday, but I did this because a lot of people eat Chinese food on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So that originated in New York City in the late 1800s. Hopefully co-pilot is right on this, but other things that I found was cool was that you eat an apple for joy and peace, which there's a lot of different things you can eat. Sometimes you put things under the table or you, like they say, you know, have different traditions, but I thought that was pretty cool. So enjoy the egg rolls. They are really good, and that's why we did China. Back to you.
UWL Kappa Delta Pi. If I mispronounce things correctly.
Hi, my name is Leah Tooze. I'm the president of Kappa Delta Pi. We are a high honor society for educators. So we do a bunch of community service and we put on professional development for student teachers and teachers within the university. We're going to put our money toward a student teacher social. So it's a free event for all student teachers to come get things for their future classroom. And yeah, and we help set up with wrapping the trees. So.
Then Ron Ladder is doing all the wrapping of the trees, and when I give instructions for that, I say as far as high as you're comfortable, because I'm not going any higher.
There you go.
UWL Kinesis.
Hi, I'm Isabel. I'm the vice president of UWL Kinesis. We are a studio dance organization open to all students at UWL, Western Tech, and Turbo. Throughout the year, we work towards putting on a dance show in the spring. It is on May 4th this year at 2 p.m., so you are all invited. And then at Rotary nights, we set up trees and some of the reindeer like wire figures.
Oh, that's me.
Want to hand out checks?
No, we're making this informational and fun. All right, so why did we pick Uganda? Hey, this country holds a special place in our club's heart because why? We built schools there many years ago. So we had to put this into tonight. What I found like very interesting was that a custom tradition is that you get clothes for Christmas and that women wear colorful traditional outfits and they prepare many dishes to celebrate and that soda is served as one of the biggest Christmas luxuries. And upon reading even more, sometimes people don't get clothes at all until Christmas, including kids, and that's their special outfit. So Christmas is very important, so we get a new outfit for the year, start the year right. Italy is all about family and pasta, and a tradition that I thought was funny and my daughter thought was funny was that you give a kind old witch, they deliver gifts and she rides her broomstick in and she tries to sweep away all the past year's troubles. So I told Brinley that she's gonna get rid of her elf and she's gonna get a witch and sweep her troubles away, and she didn't really like that. But I thought it's cool that kids leave out wine and cookies for her to visit. And then panettone is a traditional Italian Christmas dessert. They didn't have them at Hy-Vee, sorry. But they did have a caprese salad and some other food, so you pretend you're in Italy. But pasta is always plentiful on family feasts for Christmas. We can't forget about Sweden, where Ida was from, and I found that there is a large straw Yule goat that's built every year that stands for giving and joy. And then sweet saffron buns and special spice drinks also make it cozy, magical, and Christmas in Sweden. I think we're back to you for a bit. Yep.
UWL Rec Club.
Hello, my name is Ella. I am the president of Rec Club, and I am a senior at UWL. But basically at Rec Club, we are just kind of a group of rec majors and non-rec majors, and we basically just come together and do recreational activities. So that entails hiking, going to Jumpstart, the trampoline park, or just getting ice cream at the Pro. So we kind of just provide, a night of the week or the month, for people to come and hang out, and yeah, forget about the stress of school a little bit. So this money will kind of just be put towards, making sure that our membership dues are staying to a low price to, break down any barriers for students to join the club. Oh, yeah, we helped, I did not personally, but, one of our classes went out and helped set up and, take down some of the lights.
UWO Screaming Eagles Marching Band. They're practicing.
There's a drum line, there's two. Very good.
UWO Sociology Club. UWO, oh, can I go on?
Yeah.
I like to follow the rules. So you have your back once in a while. UWO Fishmakers Club.
Hi, everyone. My name is Autumn Shamrock. I'm the Vice President of UWO Wishmakers. We partner with Make-A-Wish Wisconsin, to raise money for kids with critical illnesses. Each year, we get a local wish kit around the La Crosse area that we raise money for. This year, our wish kit's goal is to meet Lionel Messi, so all of our fundraisers and proceeds goes towards that kid's wish of meeting Lionel Messi, so that's what this check will help with. For volunteering, we got to help set up most of the displays. The football one was definitely the hardest, but that was super fun. So yeah, thank you, everybody.
If you, one of the things that's happening, you've all seen the hot chocolate house that the Warriors use. We're going to have a new hot chocolate house, if all goes well, by the end of, the season. The La Crosse Area Builders Association is helping us out with that. They're going to, they've got the Build My Future on April 30th. I think they're expecting like 1,600 high school kids to come out and try stuff, and they're gonna build walls. And I said with 1,600, they should have everything done, except the electricity by the end of the day. But they're coordinating with us, a lot of stuff will be donated. Warriors will have a nice big space to use, and the old one, we're gonna put new shingles on it. And that will be where we sell the stuffed animals out during the year. Do you have any questions for me? I know I spoke very fast. I don't like to take up your whole time, but I speak fast anyway. So do you have any questions about Rotary lights for me? I might have an answer right now. I'll make one up. All right. Well, thank you so much for your support. Thanks for having us. Little trivia, it is Christmas, so I did bring one gift, and I heard you guys don't have a raffle. So, in your best estimate, how many feet or miles of extension cords do we use?
How many extension cords or feet?
Extension cords, either feet or miles of them. You decide what you want to say. And these are the ones that are all repaired right now, so it's not a total, but we had a lot of broken ones we're going to repair. 12,000 feet. How much? 7.2 miles. There's 5,280 feet in a mile, right? You're closer than he was. But you're high, too high.
6 miles.
How much?
6 miles.
Very close. We got right around 22,000 feet of extension cords. When we get all of them fixed, we'll be over 6 miles. Congratulations. And just so you know, with that, the hat comes great responsibility. We'll call you and you'll be at the parking lot this year.
Is that a magical hat? Maybe no. You're probably gonna be on, you're probably gonna be on, the board. I like this.
The computer's probably gonna turn on.
Oh, great. We're almost done. Can't read. I'll just pass this. Okay. Okay, finishing. Let's go to France. France, would you want to eat 13 desserts at night? Because some people do. That brings good luck. They eat some of the similar things to us. Cheese, turkey, goose, sponge cake. The trees are decorated with fruits and nuts, and the midnight mass. Then if you move to Greece, which we had some hummus, but they are kind of interesting because usually a lot of the Greek Orthodox fast for 40 days. So eating roasted pig on Christmas is a real treat. And they also decorate their boats instead of trees, which there's a lot of really nice yachts there, so why not? And finally, we get to England, where Santa Claus is referred to as Father Christmas, and they're very similar food to what we eat here. I'm not sure what the mince pie or the Christmas pudding, but if anyone likes that, you should go to England, and you can celebrate Boxing Day the day after, because that's their big holiday. So hopefully you enjoyed the night of Christmas around the world, and that Christmas is magical for all, and we can all say Merry Christmas in what, 6 months? Otherwise, thank you for everyone that attended for Rotary Lights, and we will see you hopefully next year at our meeting, and then everyone that should go take another round of food, because I overestimated. But that concludes Christmas around the world. Josh has something. Yes, yes, you can do it right now. Oh, you wanna do the stone one? Go back.
No, we don't need to go back, we can go forward.
We're going back in time.
Oh, there.
There you be. So Josh went on our Mexico trip and you were on virtual, but now you're here in the flesh.
Well, hi, everybody. So, for those of you who remember me, I still do have my name tag. For those who don't remember me, I'm relatively new. Very new, right? Staff got me back in the building. So, I was gonna do a quick pitch for Mexico. So I had an idea. We were gonna put a little incentive to it. Originally, I was gonna say, you know, I appreciate Brandon volunteering to fill any gaps, that the club doesn't raise, but you've been rescued. You've been rescued, Brandon, by the one and only Marissa, who had a better idea.
Came back.
This is it was your idea. It was your idea, except I'm gonna tweak it just a tad. So if we hit our goal, Marissa has volunteered the next time I'm in town to come out and sing karaoke with us all. Disney karaoke.
Frozen.
Frozen. Apparently, I'm told that I have a very good Frozen karaoke. I don't know. I don't remember. I have to be much drunker than this.
Hold on.
So that is, if you all want to do karaoke to celebrate, we need to raise $885 more. So just put it out there. Okay, that's all I got.
All right, does anyone have any other announcements? No one did? We're good on time. Nope, whoa.
Sweatshirt, you can hit us up on the way out if you want.
Oh yeah, if you're paying tonight, yeah, pay for your t-shirts and sweatshirts on the way out and let her know what it's for. All right. One of Dean's magical little sayings that he sent me said, everyone smiles in the same language, which is perfect for tonight because everyone speaks a different language if you're in a different country. So just think about that this week and when you come back. Otherwise, let's do the 5-way test and stand. Of the things, say or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair? Concern? Will it be good?
Friendships.
Will it be
Concern.
So thanks for coming, and just a reminder, our next meeting is offsite at Le Chateau. It'll be really great, and we'll see you then. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.